Glow fam, it's Flo and we are back with another video. So today we're going to be doing a quick get ready with me. I'm going to be taking some pictures. If you want to see the pictures, go follow me on Instagram. The handle is Belle Glow. It's Belle Glow everywhere. Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, everywhere. Okay? So I'm going to do a quick get ready with me. I'm not going to do anything crazy, just something super light, some lashes, whatever, so I could pop out. And I'm going to show you guys what I got in my most recent Ipsy box just really quickly because I'm going to use some of the brushes that I got. Okay, see, looks like this. I've done these before, so I'm not going to get too much into detail. So we've got these lip colors by Beauty For Real. I want to say they're like lip color crayons. They look like this, or maybe these are eye stuff. Let's see, what are they? Oh, they're eyeshadow sticks, just kidding. This, oh, that's pretty. Midnight Marathon, this one. And then this one is in Ever Starstruck. And it looks like that. So it's pretty much the same color, just this one is a little bit more like a champagne. This one is more of like a goldy color. Got this 111 Skin. This is a Cryo ATP Sports Booster Regenerator. This looks like it mimics the effects of extreme cold on the skin. So if you guys know anything about cryo treatments, it's like when they like basically like freeze, well, they get you to almost freezing point on your skin. So it's good for rejuvenating and refreshing the skin and leaves it tight in tone and refined. It's like this inside. 111 Skin. Let's try a tiny bit. Ooh. It's very cold. Kind of has a minty smell. Okay, interesting. We've got this Illamasqua. It's like a clear lip gloss. We love lip glosses, so I'm good with that. It's the Loaded Lip Polish, and it's a lip glaze. It doesn't smell like anything. Pretty moisturizing. All right, that's cute. These are brushes. So I'm just going to pop that open. And got a whole bunch of brushes in here. This one is a tapered face brush. This one is a kabuki brush. If you didn't notice by now, I am obsessed with brushes, so I never miss an opportunity to get more brushes. And this one is the contour blending brush. It looks like that. These feel very nice. I like that. This one is the flat angled brush. So this I was going to use for my contour. It's a little crumpled up, so like boo. But this is another Complex Culture brush. I got one before. It's like these ones. Remember this one from one of my other hauls? And this one is the Plush Powder brush. This is good for when you're doing your setting powder all over the face. It's nice and big and fluffy. That's why I chose this brush, because I needed another one like that. Because I did get one from Eco Tools, but I felt like it wasn't big enough. Like, see the difference? Like, this is a huge, really fluffy one. So I really wanted something like this. All right, so we're gonna get into the makeup and we're gonna chit chat, of course. I have my friends on the phone with me, so if you hear any noise in the background, that's what that is, and they might chime in here and there. But we're gonna talk about this whole Megan Thee Stallion and Tory Lanez situation. I'm pretty sure you guys have all heard about the Megan and Tory situation or whatever. When I initially heard about it and she said that she had cut her foot on glass, I didn't believe that, not one bit. I knew that there had to be more to the story, but I also know that Megan is not stupid. So I knew that she wasn't gonna like fully talk about everything that happened, because anybody who knows anything about anything knows. You gotta keep your business to yourself, especially when it's something like that. Like, people tend to get emotional and kind of talk about all their business before they really should. But I'm a huge proponent of being smart about what you share, when you share it, and how you share it, because it makes a difference. It really does. So everybody kind of knew that Tori might have done something, but nobody really knew the extent to which, things went crazy and like what exactly happened. So we were just kind of waiting to see, who was going to say something, if anybody was going to say something. And so the other day, she came on her live and basically confirmed that he actually did shoot her, because it seems like a bunch of blogs and stuff were making statements and kind of like trying to blame her, kind of like victim blame. And we've talked about this victim blaming thing before with that whole, who was it? Will and Jada situation? Whatever. But again, it's like, as a woman, she doesn't really get the respect that she deserves because, of course, she's a Black woman, and they're already trained, or people are already trained in general, to not really believe anything that we say, or to not fully believe anything that we say. And when we say somebody has done something, it's almost like they always want to be like, okay, well, what did you do? And it's just like, there is nothing on God's green earth that you could possibly do to somebody that would substantiate them shooting you. It's just like, bruh, you shot her though? Like, for what? My friend was like, well, she probably said something crazy to him about his height or something about his manhood and this and that and the other. And I don't doubt that. Like, I get it. But at the same time, I'm just like, you could have done a plethora of other things. You didn't have to shoot the girl. Like, bruh, what are you doing? Like, I feel like at that point, that is nothing but an emotional response, because you really weren't thinking about how that was going to affect you long term. And like, you would think when people get to a certain level in life that they would know better as far as not exposing themselves to certain things and protecting their career. Not even like know better as far as how to behave. It's just like, bro, like, you have a whole entire career. Like, you have a lot to lose, but you're out here acting like somebody who has nothing to lose. Like, that's the part that's crazy to me. Like, if you don't care about her, at least, care about yourself. There's nothing in this world that would substantiate that. Like, why would you do that? But again, then I go on Twitter, which I am rarely on these days because I don't have time. But I go on Twitter and it's a bunch of people calling her a snitch and saying that basically she deserved it because she did this or she did that. And I'm like, first of all, y'all weren't there, so how do you know what happened, first of all? Second of all, trying to protect herself is not being a snitch, because she even said on her live, and she really has no reason to lie, so I believe, what she said, that she was trying to protect him, and that's why she didn't talk about it. Because I'm pretty sure, as usual, even when people do things to you, if you care about that person, you're going to still try to protect them. Even if they've hurt you, you might stay away from them, but you're not going to like go out of your way to like out them and ruin their life and blah, blah, blah. Like, you can already tell she's not that type of person. I give her kudos for that, because you shoot me, I'm singing like a bird. I don't know. She's a better person than I am.
I said, I don't know if you're gonna go shoot somebody, you still gotta get protection from me, because that's like a whole nother.
Exactly.
The line, like, by then, I don't think I'm protecting you on that level anymore.
Exactly. Like, whatever happens at that point, that's on you, because you decided to shoot me. Like, that's just a whole nother level of like, what is wrong with you? But she was also saying that the reason why she didn't say anything at first, and she said that it was just glass that cut her leg, or her foot was because there were a bunch of cops that pulled up. And she's like, with what's going on out there as far as them killing people left and right, like she was literally scared and she didn't want it to get out of hand. So that's why she didn't say anything at the time. And then even when she got to the hospital and they were questioning her, she wasn't sure who was just like nurses and who was actually like, you know, police officers. So she was still trying to act like she didn't know that she got shot. And I'm like, yeah, because she's not stupid. Like, you don't just like talk because something happened. Like that would have been an emotional response, but she decided to be, you know, semi-smart about it and just not say anything and kind of wait to see, you know, what she should or shouldn't do. But that wasn't enough.
She would not know who's a cop and who's a nurse.
Well, because sometimes when you go to the hospital and there's something like that, they like literally handcuff you to the bed and like you're arrested while you're getting treatment. You see what I'm saying? Like they can hold you, they can detain you, but still give you treatment. And then later on, when you're done with your treatment, then they transfer you to the jail.
I'm just saying, like if somebody's interviewing, she's like, she didn't know who was a nurse, who was a police officer, and like they're in uniforms.
Girl, I'm pretty sure at that point, yeah, you could. That's true. I feel like at that point she was just like so shocked and confused that she just didn't want to say anything. She was just like, let me get myself together and figure this out before I go run my mouth type of thing.
So she didn't say anything.
She didn't say anything. She kept telling them.
I'm just wondering, like, now that she's putting it all out there, like, what's on the official, like, police report?
She ended up telling them afterwards, and then she wasn't saying anything publicly, though, after that. Like, she ended up telling them what happened after she was away from the cops and, you know, wasn't in fear of getting shot up. She ended up telling the whole story as far as what happened, but, you know, it's a legal thing. So I'm pretty sure she didn't want it to be like a outside discussion for something that's still pending legally. So, because again, she's not stupid, you know, like you got to have some level of discretion when you're dealing with these types of things, and being a superstar in general, you have to have discretion.
Has he released anything?
He hasn't said anything, but apparently he's got his people saying a lot of things and trying to defame her character is what she's saying. Like trying to say that this happened and that happened, that she was mad because he was...
Even if she was the worst person in the world, still don't shoot her.
That's what I'm saying. Like, oh, she was mad because he was trying to talk to Kylie. And I'm like, okay, that's stupid. Like... Even if that was the case, even if she called you the shortest man on earth and she said you had a small pee-pee or whatever it is that she said to you, like, it's still, who in their right mind says, oh, I'm going to pull out a gun and I'm going to shoot you? So now she's like just trying to chill and not really do much, but people just won't leave her alone because people are so thirsty to know what happened. And then when you tell...
I'm glad we had quarantine radio before this.
I know people were on Twitter talking about, man, you brought us quarantine radio. We never expected this from you. And I'm like, y'all are so stupid. Like, you really think, you really believe everything you see. You think that just because he comes online and he looks like a cool guy, that he's really a cool guy. You don't know what people do in their private time. You don't know what they do when there's nobody looking. So... I'm like, that's also the public just being fickle in general. Like, they tend to have this thing where they worship celebrities and stuff. And it's just like, you only know what people show you. Like, you don't know what's going on in the background. And there's nothing wrong with that because you're supposed to maintain some level of privacy in your life. They could be out here doing anything. And you sitting here like Boo Boo the Fool going hard for them. For why? That's people. But I think also the other part that's hard for her is that she doesn't have her mom. If I'm not mistaken, her grandmother passed away too recently. And I don't think she has her dad in her life either. So she really doesn't have anybody. And she's still fairly young. I think that's the other thing that people forget is that a lot of these people are still very young. And even though they have a lot of money and a lot of access and stuff, like developmental wise, like they're not fully, you know, there. So that's a lot to deal with at such a young age. And I feel like in general, Black people tend to get aged a lot quicker. Like a kid could be 15 and they're treating the kid like they're 30. That's a child. I'm gonna use the shadow stick in Midnight Marathon. Let's just see how that looks. I'm using this Zulu palette, and I use this for my transition color. I've been going for more of the neutral look lately because I'm really not trying to do too much. It's hella hot outside. I don't want to look like a peacock every day, you know, just cooling it. But yeah, so I kind of wish she would have kept her mouth shut though, like honestly, because I'm just like, I feel like legally, like I wouldn't have said anything until everything was like fully done and he was convicted. The attorney general had already made a decision type of thing. Like, I feel like it's still a little pre.
She still has a business to run.
That's true.
She does have one of the top songs out right now. Like, you know, stuff's still going on for her.
Yeah, so she's got to protect her image to some degree. It just sucks. It's a sucky situation all around. All right, so I'm just gonna blend that down. And then I'm gonna use the leftover color on the brush just to blend it out. So there isn't that harsh line of demarcation there. And again, I'm going for a soft look, so I'm not gonna go too hard with the color on the lid. And it's so funny because when Megan came out, it's not that I didn't like her. I was just like, who is this Megan chick? Like, I literally muted her on Twitter. Like, I muted her name because I kept seeing all these tweets about her. And I was like, who cares? Like, I wasn't fully invested. And then I started seeing like her perform and stuff. And I was all like, oh, she's kind of dope. I was like, I have a tendency to do that. Like, write things off before I actually try it. And then I gotta do my hair too. I've really been working on getting my hair to be moisturized more consistently because I feel like my hair dries out very easily and it could easily look dry all the time. So I've been trying to like juice it up every time I have to do something, or just on a daily basis in general, just for maintenance. Just so that when I do actually have to do something, it doesn't look so dry.
Natural disasters. My baby has been around for me. Kingdoms are falling, angels be calling. None of that could ever make me. Every time I look into your eyes, I see it. You're all I need. Every time I get a bit inside, I feel it. Who would have thought I'd met you? Who would have thought I'd met you? And when we're making love, your cries that can be heard from far. Why? It's only the two of us. Everything I do between those stars. Every time I look into your eyes, I see it. You're all I need. Every time I get a bit inside, I feel it. Through drought and famine, natural disasters, my baby has been around I could ever make believe. Every time I look into your eyes, I see it. You're all I need. Every time I get a bit inside, I feel it. Who would have thought I'd get you?
So we are all done and ready to go. Like I said, there will be some new pictures on Instagram. So if you do not already follow me, go ahead and follow me at Belle Glow, same exact handle. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you have not already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, hit that like if you enjoyed my videos, and hit that notification bell so that you can be alerted when I post new material. Bye, Glow fam.